15.9 million Australians want cannabis decriminalised.
Here's a summary of the article.
It showed an overwhelming majority of Australians believe the possession of cannabis should not be a criminal offence. Although medical cannabis is legal on a federal level, it's still illegal to possess and consume it recreationally across the country except for the ACT, where it's been legalised for recreational use since early 2020. Western Australia briefly decriminalised cannabis only to have it reversed a short time later. The most recent survey results show the current laws go against what the majority of Australia believe, that possessing cannabis should not be a criminal offence. One particular question asked was whether they believe the possession of cannabis for personal use should be a criminal offence. The data tells us that 15.9 million Australians think cannabis should be decriminalised. We're hopeful to see the majority of Australia is slowly but surely shifting their thoughts towards cannabis.
This post received a score of 30,000, with an upvote ratio of 93%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
So 64% of the Australian population. Odd that it hasn't happened yet. Lol.
It's around 79% as only those 14 plus were surveyed. Making it even more odd.
Pharma companies have a whole lot of money at stake. It's the same story in most countries.
Their PM is a coal-loving Pentecostal ding-dong. They're not getting it until they twist his arm. Dude is firmly trapped a few decades to a century ago.
People want to always criticize ScoMo for his love of coal and his extremist religious views, but he's so much more. For example, he's also a rape enabler who runs away on vacation whenever there's a national crisis.
And he shit himself at Engadine Marcus.
Never forget.
Am Canadian and legal weed is awesome. OK sign.
Yeah. It's so nice being able to know exactly what you're buying, in whatever forms or quantities you want it, at a legal store, where you can also purchase paraphernalia and talk to salespeople who can explain the specifics and effects of each brand, type of MJ. It's totally different now. No more waiting for your shady-ass dealer on the street corner. I remember I had to do that when I was younger.
And literally zero chance to get shot. Lol.
Yeah. Well, there's never literally zero chance. There are freak accidents and random incidents, but I know what you mean.
My peeps, I'm lucky and live in a lucky land, but someday all of us will be free. Hang in there, everybody.
This is the dream. One day all of man will realize the amazing gift that has been given to us, and how good it can be for so many people. Fuck any government that keeps this plant illegal.
So does rest of the world.
74% of Mississippians wanted it. Then, the state Supreme Court said, lol, fuck while, and overturned the will of the people.
The absolute worst part of that is this part. So an obsolete rule on the books is how they overruled the ballot initiative, and the only way to fix that obsolete rule is via the ballot initiative that can be overruled by the same obsolete rule.
Adding more to the absurdity that is the Mississippi Supreme Court. A few years before there were other measures that became law the exact same way this would have. Those were deemed lawful despite only having 4 districts in Mississippi. Edit. Was mistaken. All those earlier ballot initiatives may be struck down due to the Supreme Court ruling on medical cannabis.
The Supreme Court only looks at laws that people challenge. They don't just go through every single law that is passed to see if it's in accordance with existing law and the state constitution. In this case, someone challenged the law. Bizarrely, while the Supreme Court admitted that the rule makes ballot initiatives impossible, they didn't see that as a reason to strike it down or send it to the legislature for amendment.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.